Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the book of Revelation, chapter 13. This chapter is a little bit complicated and I'm going to try my best to explain as simple as I can. Let's do a start. Verse 1. And he stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast coming up out of the sea, having 10 horns and 7 heads, and on his horns 10 diadems, and upon his heads names of blasphemy. Here is talking about a military empire that from many years has been having a relationship with the people of God. It's referring to the 7 heads, refers to 7 military empires. And one of the heads has 10 horns. Horns means country. And this horn has 10 diadems, meaning it has royalty. Kings and queens govern these countries. Let me show you a sketch trying to simplify this. Here we can see the 7 heads that represents these military empires. Let's start with the first one. The first head is Egypt, which is in the past, and is representing as a crocodile. What is important about the Egypt is that it helps the people of God for 400 years. After Egypt is not Assyria, it's not Babylonia, it's not Medo-Persia. This is a very important point, and we'll see later why. Then we got Assyria. Assyria, there was another military empire that took 10 tribes from Israel, and it was destroyed by the Babylonians and the Medos. It has no representation. It says the only representation that I found was that Nineveh is represented as a woman. Then we got the Babylonian Empire, which is represented as a lion. Babylonia took what was left from Israel and destroyed the temple and Jerusalem. Then we got the Medo-Persians that helped the Jewish and helped to build the temple. And this is very important. Babylonia is not Assyria, it's not Medo-Persians. The Medo-Persians are not Babylonia. Medo-Persians are represented as a bear. The next empire is the Greek Empire, and it's represented as a leopard. The Greeks tried to destroy the Jewish religion. Greece is not Rome, it's not the Medo-Persians, it's not Babylonia. Then we got the 6 heads, which is Rome, and it's represented as a beast with 10 horns. It's like a dinosaur. And Rome destroyed the temple and literally destroyed Jerusalem and destroyed the country of Israel. Rome is not Greece, it's not Babylonia, and it's not Assyria or Egypt. And Rome, according to the prophecy on the end times, is going to be 10 countries. These countries are going to be guided or led by a small country, which is going to be in Rome. And it is in this chapter is called the first beast, or the most important. And now makes a prophecy about a future military empire. This military empire is not in Europe, it's not Greece, it's not Medo-Persia, it's not Babylonia, it's not Assyria, it's not Egypt. It's a new place. and is represented as a lamb with two horns, meaning two countries, and is referred as the other beast. Now let me explain something before keep reading the chapter 13, and this is very important so not to get confused. The sixth head, referring to Europe, having 10 horns, which mean 10 countries, is referred as the first beast. Europe is attacked. Europe is referred as the kingdom of the north and is attacked by the kingdom of the south, according to the book of Daniel. But Europe survives the attack. And then we have the seven heads. The one looks like a lamb and it has two horns, meaning two countries. And this referred as the other beast or the second beast. This beast is attacked by Europe, by the sixth head, but it survives the attack. This is very important. These two empires survive the attack. And then we got the leader of Europe is a super being. The Bible calls it the beast. He is hurt badly, but he survives. This beast is protecting Europe, as we will see in the book of Daniel. And because it got hurt, the seventh head, the lamb that speaks like a dragon, it makes some kind of artificial intelligence robots in the image of the beast to make believe the whole world that the beast is okay. But this image of the beast is an artificial intelligence. It come out with the idea to control economically the society, and through a number called 666. Now, chapter 13 doesn't talk about the Antichrist. The Antichrist is the false prophet, is the king of the north. He doesn't mention on that. Okay, now that I clarify this, let's keep on reading. So who is this beast that the book of Revelation is talking about? This beast, we can understand who it is if we go back to the book of Daniel. Let's see what Daniel says. American Standard Version, book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 36. And the king, referring to the king of the north or the Antichrist, shall do according to his will, and he shall exalt himself and magnify himself above every god, and shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, referring the Jewish God that we worship nowadays. And he shall prosper till the indignation be accomplished, for that which he is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard the God of his fathers, nor the desire of woman, nor regard any God, for he shall magnify himself above all. Meaning the Antichrist, he feels that he's better than anyone else. Verse 38, but in his place shall he honor the God of fortresses. This is the beast that the book of Revelation is talking about. It is called God of fortresses or God of shields because he's going to defend Europe against the king of the south. And a God whom his fathers knew not shall he honor with gold and silver and with precious stones and pleasant things. Verse 39, and he shall deal with the strongest fortresses by the help of a foreign God. Again, this is the beast, who Whosoever acknowledges him, he will increase with glory, and he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for a price. Now that we understand who the beast is, let's keep on reading. Let's keep on reading. American Standard Version, Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 2. And the beast which I saw was like unto a leopard, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his strong and great authority. This means that Satan is gonna choose the sixth head. He's gonna choose Europe with 10 countries and the little horn, and it's gonna give him all his power and his strong and great authority. So what's gonna happen with the seventh head, the new military power? Let's keep on reading. Verse 3. And I saw one of his heads as though it has been smitten unto death, and his death stroke was healed, and the whole earth wondered after the beast. Here is telling me that the sixth head, Europe, is going to attack the new military empire. But it's the new military empire. It's not going to destroy it. And we can see this in the book of Daniel. American Standard Version, book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 21. And in his place shall stand up a contemptible person, to whom they have not given the honor of the kingdom. But he shall come in time of security, and shall obtain the kingdom by flatteries. Verse 22. And the overwhelming forces shall be overwhelmed from before him, and shall be broken, yea, also the prince of the covenant. Verse 23. And after the league made with him, he shall work deceitfully, for he shall come up and shall become strong with a small people. Keep in mind, we're talking about the Antichrist, and the Antichrist become king, and he controls a small country. He controls what we call now Rome. Verse 24. In time of security shall he come even upon the fattest places of the province. Here is referring to the seventh head. It's referring to the lamb with two horns that speaks like a dragon. This is the attack that I'm talking about. And he shall do that which his fathers have not done, nor his father's fathers. He shall scatter among them prey and spoil. In substance, he shall devise his devices against the strongholds, even for a time. Let's keep on reading. American Standard Version, Book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 4. And they worship the dragon, because he gave his authority to the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast, and who is able to war with him? Here, beast is referring to a being. Verse 5. And there was given to him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. And there was given to him authority to continue 42 months. These 42 months is referred to 3.5 years. In this time, the beast is gonna declare war, is gonna have war against the holy people. Verse 6. And he opened his mouth for blasphemies against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and even them that dwell in the heaven. Verse 7. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And there was given to him authority over every tribe and people and tongue and nation. This beast is gonna have war against the church, and it's going to overcome the church. We know in chapter 12 the church have wins and runs away. The problem is after this we don't hear anymore about the church. The church is gone. So looks like the beast defeat the saints, and it doesn't mention any resurrection. It doesn't mention any rapture. Let's see verse 8. And all that dwell on the earth shall worship him, even those whose name has not been written from the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb that has been slain. Verse 9. If any man has an ear, let him hear. Verse 10. If any man is for captivity, into captivity he goes. If any man shall kill with the sword must he be killed. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. I hear many interpretations about this verse, and one of them is that it's just referring, is a way to say eye for an eye. So he is asking the saints not to do any wrong. So you have to be patient. Another interpretation that I hear is that because Napoleon Bonaparte took the Pope into captivity, Napoleon was taken into captivity. I don't know if it applied to that moment, but here I understand that it applies in the time of the 3.5 years, is asking the church not to do anything wrong. Verse 11. And I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like unto a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. This is the 7th head, and is described as a beast. This beast is coming out of the earth. The one we see in verse 1, in the first verses, is coming out of the sea, out of the water. And he has 2 horns like unto lamb. Having 2 horns means this military power is composed of 2 countries. It's nothing new about this. As we recall, the Medo Persians, there was 2 countries. They made this military power. Like unto a lamp. This is very important. Lamp represents Christ. So these 2 countries are Christian countries. They are not Muslims. They are not Catholic. They are not Orthodox. These are Protestant countries. And he spake as a dragon. Spake as a dragon means that these countries are accusing other people, other countries are accusing them of not being right. It's a fancy way to say that these countries, they justify themselves, but they condemn others. And probably that gives them the right. They feel they have the right. These countries feel they have the right to attack other countries. It's kind of strange. Verse 12. And he exercised all the authority of the first beast in his sight, meaning this second beast has the power of the first beast. It has all the authority. It's similar to this beast is similar to the beast that has 10 horns. And he makes the earth and them that dwells therein to worship the first beast whose death stroke was healed. This is very important. Here, first beast, it refers to Europe. It refers about the sixth head with 10 horns. But when that this happens, that Europe is defeated, this is explained in Revelation chapter 9, and is explained in Daniel chapter 11. Let's see Revelation chapter 9, where Europe is attacked by the king. Europe is also referred as the king of the north, is attacked by the king of the south. The king of the south is a little bit unclear. Does it refers to the Arabs country? It refers to Muslims? It refers to a union of Latin America, Africa, and Muslim countries, India? It's not clear. It talks about locusts, but let's read it. Let's go to American Standard Version, Book of Revelation, chapter 9, verse 1. And the fifth angel sounded, it's talking about a trump, and I saw a star from heaven falling onto the earth, and there was given to him the key of the pit of the abyss. Here is referring to, it's probably the moments where the angels that the dragon is dragging into the earth, a third of the angels is dragging onto earth. This is the moment when those angels fall into earth. It might be referring to what we call aliens, or it might be a spiritual attack where all those demons come to earth. Verse 2, and he opened the pit of the abyss, and there went up a smoke out of the pit, and the smoke of a great furnace, and the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. Verse 3, and out of the smoke came forth locusts upon the earth, and power was given them, as the scorpion of the earth had power. I want to point that when it says locusts, if we see the Old Testament, it refers to people from Iraq, Iran, from what we call now the Arabs. But because it's talking into the future, it might be referring to Muslims. This attack, once again, we don't know who is gonna say, but it's wherever it is, these countries are south of Europe. Let's keep on reading. Verse 4, and he was saying to them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only such men as have not the seal of God on their foreheads. When this group of people attack Europe, they are not going to hurt true Christians. Verse 5, and it was given them that they should not kill them, but they should be tormented 5 months, and their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when it strikes a man. So the attack of the kingdom of the south is going to be 5 months. Europe is going to be subdued 5 months. Right? They are not going to kill all people. They're not going to. It's just going to be defeated, not destroyed. Verse 6. And in those days men shall seek death, and he shall no wise find it, and they shall desire to die, and death flees from them. It's because probably in the future medicine is going to be so advanced that they will going to be able to keep alive all people that has been hurt. Verse 7. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared for war, and upon their heads as it were crowns like unto gold, and their faces were as men's faces. Verse 8. And they had hair as the hair of a woman, and their teeth were as teeth of lions. And verse 9. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots, as many horses rushing to war. Verse 10. And they have tails like unto scorpions, and stings, and in their tails is the power to hurt men 5 months. Once again, here is the mentioning 5 months again, it's referring to the time of the attack. Verse 11. They have over them as king the angel of the abyss. His name in Hebrew is Abaddon, and in the Greek tongue he has the name Apollyon. This king is referring to the king of the south in the book of Daniel. Let's finish. Verse 12. The first woe is past. Behold, there come yet 2 woes hereafter. So this is the first of the 3 big attacks. This is gonna really mess with Europe. But this attack is gonna be about 60 or 50 years before the appearance of before the Antichrist show up. To understand more about this, let's go to the book of Daniel. Okay. In Daniel chapter 11, it tells the story of a princess from the king of the south that is going to the king of the north to make some kind of treaty, some kind of agreement. But she is killed, and the people that is with her, and her father is killed, and a relative takes revenge. This relative is the one that the book of Revelation is talking about. His name is Apollyon. But let's see what book of Daniel says. American Standard Version, book of Daniel, chapter 11, verse 6. And at the end of years, it's very clear that the following verses refers to the end times. It's telling me that this is referring to the book of Revelation. They shall join themselves together, and the daughter of the king of the south shall come to the king of the north to make an agreement. Why the daughter of the king of the south goes to the king of the north to make an agreement? Does this mean that there is problems between the kings of the south and the kings of the north? We know that there is problems between the kings of the north. We got North America, Europe, China, Japan, Russia. All these countries are on the north. Latin America, Africa, India, the Muslim countries, all those countries are in the south. It seems like there is a problem between one group and the other. But let's keep reading. But she shall not retain the strength of her arm, neither shall he stand, nor his arm. Looks like that she's not strong enough to come out with a solution. But she shall be given up. Seems like that she's going to be murdered. It's going to be an assassination. And they that brought her, and the people that was with her is going to be killed. And he that begat her looks like the king of the north also is going to be killed, and he that straightened her in those times. It's gonna looks like there is gonna be a lot of assassinations. Verse 7. But out of the shoot from her roots shall one stand up in his place. A shoot from her root. This is the new king of the south. This is Apollyon. This is the one that the book of Revelation is talking about. Who shall come unto the army and shall enter the fortress of the king of the north. This new king of the south is going to attack and defeat the king of the north, that is called the first beast, on chapter 13. Let's keep on reading. And shall deal against them and shall prevail. The king of the south is going to prevail over Europe. Verse 8. And also their gods, with their molten image and with their godly vessels of silver and gold, shall he carry captive unto Egypt, and he shall refrain some years from the king of the north. Once he attacked Europe, for many years he's not going to come back. But he's going to take everything of value, everything that is in the Vatican, everything that is in Spain, everything that is on Paris, Germany, or England. He's going to take everything of value, and he's going to take it to Egypt. Well, here is Egypt. The original says the land of the wreaths. This is the attack that is referring to on the chapter 13 of the book of Revelation. This is why it's telling me that the first beast, which is the sixth head with 10 horns, is gonna be defeated. Let's go back to the book of Revelation, chapter 13. Let's go back. Okay. American Standard Version, book of Revelation, chapter 13, verse 13. And he does great signs. We're talking about the second beast, the lamb that speaks like a dragon, that comes out of the land. That he should even make fire to come down out of heavens upon the earth in the signs of men. This military power is gonna drop bombs, a lot of bombs, and with this he's gonna let people from all the world, let them know that he has the military power to destroy. Fire to come down out of heavens probably means atomic power. Okay, verse 14. And he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the reason of the signs which it was given him to do in the sight of the beast. This second military power is gonna tell lies, it's gonna deceive, it's gonna make the whole world believe something that is not true. Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast who has the stroke of the sword and live. Now, it's not telling that the beast that has the stroke of the sword and live, it doesn't say that it is the first beast or the second. It's just calling it the beast. Now it's referring to the God of fortresses. This is an individual. This is a person. This is a being, a super being that got hurt. Let's keep on reading. Verse 15. And it was given unto him to give breath to it, even to the image of the beast that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as should not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Well, when the first beast or Europe attacked the second beast, this being the beast, the god of fortresses, is gonna be hurt and it's gonna be out of action probably for 3.5 years or 7 years, we don't know. But the second beast has that capability to create some kind of robots with artificial intelligence that looks like the beast that has been hurt, and now it's gonna make believe the whole world that the beast is okay. And this beast speaks and is gonna command everybody to worship this image, this robot. And whoever doesn't worship is gonna be killed. Verse 16. And he causes all the small and the great, and the rich and the poor, and the free and the bond, that there be given them a mark on the right hand, or upon their forehead. 17. And that no man should be able to buy or to sell, save he that has the mark, even the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18. Here is wisdom. He that has understanding, let him count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. This artificial intelligence created by the second beast, and by the way, the second military power, it has economic power. Once defeated by Europe inherits this economy. And this artificial intelligence comes with the idea to trade using this number. This is nothing new. This idea of this number, we see it was invented by Solomon. We can see that in the Old Testament. This number created by the artificial intelligence, it has something to do with the human behavior. It has something to do with money, with the economy, and the politics of the first beast. Well, this is chapter 13. If someone has questions, I'll be glad to answer. But I'm going to make another video about chapter 13. And this time, I'm going to try to see if this chapter 13 is referring to America or not. Because there is many hints that refers to the power of America, like the power to do artificial intelligence, power to do robots, the economy, military power. That we'll see it, whether it is or not talking about America. Be aware that the second beast, it refers to two countries. America is one. Thank you for listening to this video. See you on the next.